Alrighty everybody, welcome back. Time for us to do the Fen area. Probably do about half if we're lucky. I've already actually done a video for the mini boss here, so that's probably going to get included on an episode, which is going to make one of the episodes real long. So maybe this is going to get broken down into two parts. There's a set of arrows down there, which isn't actually too terrible for us to grab, but we don't want to do it while there's still a ton of enemies up here, so I'm going to go ahead and just steal some of this. And I can report after the last night stream that things are going to get very good for Inferno builds once we get into the next zone. It's like it gets... Spells are actually amazing. Whoa, I nearly fell off there. Where is it? There's usually a witch doctor just across there. It's going to be an issue when we come down. That's kind of why I wanted to do that. But I guess today, it's being merciful. It gives us the poison arrows. Come here, you. Get you down. Alright, so with that done, run through. We've got a ton of enemies around here, so be careful. We definitely want to make sure we're getting you at range. And for whatever reason, it feels like I'm doing more damage than I remember doing. I don't know what the patch has done today. There has been a patch today. Luckily for me, my farming method for Vigor is still active because it's not AFK and game breaking. There are a lot of people though that are like, your thing doesn't work. And I'm like, are you watching the video because it's not the AFK thing? Or are you just guessing from the patch and deciding that you just want to come and give me problems? Like, come on. At least check before you post a comment. Right, so... Oh, so that's not you guys watching this, so I apologize. I'm just kind of... I'm ranting at myself. I'm letting my inner monologue out. So these pools, obviously, going to be more enemies. Tons around here. In fact, this area in general, like if we didn't have, like, you know, we've found some good ways to get Vigor. This area in general is very nice for leveling in because the enemies they're like kind of damaging. So it's like kind of an aggressive area, but because of that, the enemies are not that tough. But do drop a good amount of Vigor. So this area is kind of nice for that, in my opinion. Especially as most of the stuff here is weak to fire. We are going to get our first... Ooh, we are going to get our first Mimic fairly soon. Although not this episode, I don't think. No, won't be this episode. So I'm just going to keep taking everything down as we move forward. Excuse me, buddy. You need to go down. Dun, 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 dun. Where's the... Yeah, there's the branch. We want to go up that branch. So, as usual, we're taking this area in small loops. So there is a ton of stuff we could go and get on the right-hand side of us right now. We're not going to do that. There is actually another heal over there. But I like keeping my mind organized when I can. That's how I feel like I do best. But if you did want to literally just switch to... so I do want to talk about these now that we have one. These are not particularly dangerous, but you see how fast its attack comes out. Although I can't tell if that's been slowed down. See how fast its attack comes out. That's dangerous at taking your wither damage away. So if you've been blocking some of the enemies around here, and I'm going to recommend some of these enemies you block them first before attacking, because that's just the best way to deal with them. They can come and chip your wither damage off, so just be careful of those. Whenever you see these, you should attack them. There are a few instances where they are actually going to be hiding some pathways. There's a couple of literature on our left-hand side over there. And if you want to go and get it now, just so that I've said it, right in front of us, if you were to go into umbral mode and into that water, there is a butterfly lady, and then a upgrade for the heal over there. So that's worth knowing about as we pass through. But I want to leave that central area kind of its own little end for now. So we're going to go on up this route. If we go slowish... Shouldn't aggro the two guys in the middle. Sound seems to matter, so the louder your armor is, the more likely it is you'll aggro those guys from a distance. Grab this. There's going to be another dude there. There's one below us as well, so we need to be quick about this guy. So, remember what I just said about trying to be defensive with these? I just ignored my own advice against this one. Whereas one, I want to show like a proper fight with one. There we go. Where it's expecting us. So look. So its attack patterns come out really fast. But its recovery is really slow, right? So realistically, you want to let it attack, and then get in there and finish them off. That's kind of how you want to deal with them, in my opinion. I've just accidentally fallen off and not thrown the ladder down. That's what I get for trying to show you guys stuff. But beans were here. Some loot underground. Now, it's entirely likely I'm going to aggro all this stuff, but we're just going to ignore it because we're so close to the shortcut that it just seems... That's not the way. It seems stupid not to open it up, so let's do it. Up here. As you can see, they're very mobile, which I actually quite like. I like that they're kind of a bit different in that way. They can get up and down the ledges and stuff. Oh, two is never good. Ouch. Damn it. I'm stuck. God damn. See, I should have blocked and not attacked. Look, see? Wait to the end of the combo and then do it. My own fault, really. Plus getting stuck in the corner didn't help. Then you just push the door open. Bam, we're straight back to checkpoint. So, with that rest had, we're going to go and show you guys a farming spot now. So, if you wanted to get some of the ores from the last merchant, which I don't think we have any of right now, it's a good opportunity to use them because this route we're about to go on drops all of the upgrade materials to get your weapons to +9. So, it would be a long task to do it for 3 items. So, depending on who you are and what you want to do, make your decision, right? You could, like, I could go and do all 3. That's just crazy. If you want to get your catalyst up to +9, or if you are doing, like, melee, get your main hand weapon up to +9, that's a good idea. I feel like if you if you're dual wielding like us, that's painful, right? Because if you do having to do 2 here, would be like probably a couple of hours of farming. That would be a bit long. Possible, doable, right? If you want to do that, it's there and available. But I'm just saying it's going to take you a while. It's about 4-ish. Like I'm obviously going to go slow here, but it's about 4-ish minutes a run once you get it down. But like, again, whenever I'm trying to read stuff from this game, what has happened there? I've never seen myself jump like that before. Right, they literally show you there that those Doritum are going to drop up there. Look, right, man, do you mind? We're busy, and I don't want to die right now because we're already in umbral mode. So they're almost demonstrating to you up there when they put that drop there that there's going to be Doritum up there, right? Sometimes I'm just like, they literally give you the clue. We're going to be getting upgrade stones up here. What do we already have? I don't even know what we've already got, numbers-wise. Yeah, custom upgrades. So we've got 6 on one of those. We need 2 of those for the first one above level 2 or 3, I can't remember now. But basically, the standard enemies drop the small shards. So the kind of hedgehog-looking things that we've already been fighting. There is an enemy just behind here. I don't remember there being 2. What? I'm in trouble now. I don't normally fight these on the way up because the smaller ones are not usually the issue. Why is that one got so much health? Wow. Deal with which stock. So be careful, these seem to have like a push, which is just annoying more than anything, and then they just want to keep on infecting with poison. It makes them really difficult. Not difficult, but just annoying to manage. So all of those enemies that we just dropped, just fought that's just there, can drop the small shards. So if you want those, like on each run, it's worth knowing. Wow. Feels like they've upped the spawn rate when there's so many. Got the loot. Harbinger. Right, so up here, there is a point, look, the way we can get out of umbral. We don't want to use that. We actually want to run on past. If you can kill this guy on the way over, that's all good, but you don't really need to. You just need to avoid the big guy. Keep going forward. You're going to want to block as you come up here, because there's going to be an archer that shoots at us. It's going to get a second shot off before we get across, unfortunately. Now we need to sprint and get there, because otherwise it's going to run off. And these things are vicious from range, so you really need to be there to get rid of him. Deal with all these zombies now. Right then, now we can... Oh, he took himself off. Didn't even have to... Why did he survive? That's changed. I thought it was just a fluke. Usually he just dies. Usually I soul flame him off and he's dead. Something, maybe like... I don't know what the word is. Anomalous there. I'll have to test it again to see whether or not it works or not properly. Right, so you want to wait for this guy to patrol to the left. We're going to go ahead and we're going to run up to the right. Usually there's two. Where's the second one? I'm going to come over this way. Deal with this single guy right here. Oops. Should have waited for the second shot. It's my bad. Oh, I've got to be careful. They really have like upped the spawn rate. Sure they have in this umbral realm. Big boy who needs to deal with him before his archer is becoming an issue. So, like, the thing to note with these is, like, they have a physical thing, so when they get 2 shots off, it's safe to get in. Relatively safe, if you can actually get in there. Obviously, the spirits are absolutely nothing to do with these guys, so... Oops. Alright, I suppose probably something we should have done there. If we come down this way, we can actually just go ahead and exit umbral. And then make our way back up. To continue with the little route that we're carving out here. So grab this. Nothing's dropped for me. The paw would have made this a little better. Then this guy, we're just going to go ahead and pummel with flame from distance. Should not be an issue because he's so slow. So if you just keep backing enough as he comes down the hill, we'll keep on pelting him with flame. Oh man, what? We'll have him down in a jiffy. We could have obviously done that to the last one as well, so if the... if it turns out they've somehow patched his lack of dying from that ledge, that will be the alternative. We have the archer boy. So if you remember the last boss we did, that's the one that would have been trying to shoot you as you come on down. And then we have, I think this is a big sword. I was kind of, I just realised that's the sword that's in the body. It's kind of a shame that doesn't actually move. So ordinarily, if you're farming this route, don't come up here because that's just kind of a waste of time. Just deal with the big guy and then leave. Who's like ordinarily here, right? So you'll come back down. Roll off. And then you can reset the route just there. Okay, so you can just keep on literally, as you see, run around in a lovely loop, which kind of does beg the question as to whether or not they intend it. Now, you could go in here while you're umbraled. Don't recommend it. There's gargoyles in here, and they are quite vicious. We don't miss out on anything by just walking in and not fighting all of the spirit enemies in this cave. Grab this. We already got the item over there. And then we're going to go ahead and escape. Hopefully nothing hits me on the way through. Now, we will need to change right here. So we can grab this. I mean, target the thing. Doesn't want to target the thing. No, it's because it's enemies. Like, it's probably preferred. A lot of people have been complaining about lock-on, so I bet they've made it really sensitive to enemies. Which is going to make this nearly impossible now, because there's too many enemies for me to lock onto it. Let's get in for you, come on. I don't know. I get, maybe it must be a Bloodborne thing, like... apart from if I'm blocking and parrying and stuff, I don't really need the lock-on usually. Hello, you. Well, so we can just head back down. Get this out so we can actually rest. Then you can rinse and repeat that route as much as you like, basically. So I think it's probably a good idea to show you guys, just in case I glossed over it previously, where to get the feet from so you can get increased drops. Let's do that. This boy right here. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase.
Hello again, friend.
Right, let's get at least 10. Maybe more. How many can I afford? Yeah, 7. So there we go. 7k. Bam. There we go. Got 14 runs under my belt right now. I'm probably gonna do that at the end of this episode. Back to the pen. What are we on? 16 minutes. How long is it going to take us to get to the next checkpoint? So, for the next part, make sure you have at least one vestige. And this area does have an area where a vestige is an incredibly large advantage. In fact, when I think about it, you're probably going to want two, because you're going to want one for, like, the center of the area, and then you're likely to want one for the boss. Here, I'll talk to you.
Onwards, you won't find it certainly because take my. I've got.
That's what I did. Just make sure we're pressing this boyo.
So the vestiges will be
Progressing this boy. I don't know where I get these words from. Right, so through we go. Gonna deal with you. I probably can upgrade my weapon slightly to kind of improve this whole lack of damage that we've got going on. But we need to keep moving forward. Excuse me. Okay, so next plan is to clear across the swamp here. This can take a bit of time if you're making lots of mistakes, because it's very easy to die. There are a lot of enemies here that want to do a lot of damage, so just take your time with it. Don't try to rush, right? Even though I'm technically in a rush because I've decided I want to do this on the end of a video. Come on, up you come. Yeah. For that. Hit him for that. In fact, my lack of stamina is betraying me right now. It's those two. So I feel like there was a good example, a pretty good example there of just, you know, blocking first and then attacking. So this guy's a pain in the ass. He aggroes from like a mile away. So we're going to try and just not be in its line of sight to start with. Do you mind all getting out of my way? So make sure you got a ranged attack on. He always just faces towards you and just fires poison. Look how fast it is. Now, once usually you start attacking him, he's pretty easy to stagger. It's not too bad to put him down once you start firing stuff off. You know, we didn't bring poison. Did I buy poison? I thought we did. Oh, we did buy poison core. Here we go. Last episode was said buy poison cures. Here's why. I almost forgot we did it. My mind is absolutely dying. Don't go over there blindly. You first. Oh, it's aggroed. That's the middle one. Alright, middle one. Middle might suggest you. There's 3, which there are. Come on. Again, you as well. I feel like the frustrating thing here, though, is we're defeating those, and because it doesn't usually suck the stuff over, although I suppose we could, can we do it with this? Yeah, we can do it with this. There we go. I was gonna say, be annoying just leaving it up there. make sure we are sorted. We'll go over. Range attack is on. And then we've got the next one right there, look. Oh man, I can't even lock on. Let me lock on. They've changed it. What? What? I don't know what's changed there. That's really weird. And the loot drops over as well. Hello. Chaplain. I remember that dropping a poison chaplain. You can't keep changing everything every day. Like, stop. Anyway, so that's the majority of this front area dealt with. Hello, enemies. Right, let's get rid of you. Got some stuff for you to do. Now, this next bit, you need 100% need to make sure no enemies are going to aggro on you or close to you when you open this next bit. Had it reported when I was talking about how we free this NPC. If you jump or roll or anything like fighting related near it, it's just going to shatter the NPC and therefore no quest for you. But if you've been following along properly, you'll have the Emperor grenade. If you don't, I can't help you. That's your fault, not mine. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw that on the statue. Done. We have a new NPC. I'm going to send her to Skyrest. Now, I'm going to come back for that item in a bit, right? You can decide whether you want it now or not. That is a faith catalyst, and we have to rest to make her move so that we can get to it. I'm going to come back after the episode, okay? You know what it is. Told you. You can decide if you want to come back for it or not. Because you'd have to clear all this out again to get down there. I mean, I suppose you don't have to. You could do a suicide robbery. Like, who does that? So yeah, we're going to come over this way. And we're going to pass by tons of stuff. Okay, and there's a good reason. You're going to see. Probably going to finish out the episode as well, which is perfect. Just going to pass on by. You want to be kind of slow. There's quite a few enemies on this right-hand side. There's witch doctors around and all sorts of stuff. And there's way too many for us to try just running past them, okay? So we've got to fight our way through. Right, nice and steadily. Nice and steadily. You see that one there? Look, we've got one of those roly-poly things back there. So if you start blocking these, and that chips you from behind, it's going to be painful. You've got to be careful of those. That is their job. Seems. Alright, so passing forward, passing forward. If we don't get aggroed on, we're not fighting stuff. There's loot, or not, there's loot everywhere. Like, we're going past so much loot, I'm sure somebody's tearing their hair out. But I'm going to leave it as intact as I can for the next episode. And then here we have a ton of enemies which are actually facing the wrong way right now. Nothing fine by me. You all keep facing that way. Still more. You. How is he not aggroed? Well, I don't know what they've done with the update today. I wonder if they tried to calm down the encounters a bit and lower the aggro range. Might have. Right. So, this little area now is done. We'll loot this part. We're going to come back through here so shortly. Grab that. That. Witch doctor through here, be careful. No lock-on required. Lots of enemies, and we can't plant the thing until we've got rid of the enemies, so let's do this. We are now at the checkpoint. Do not die here. Made it. Alright. Bam. We'll put the seedling. Well, let me assure you, this one is definitely worth it. Because there's a lot for us to explore. We actually did pretty good. We didn't use too much healing either, which is nice. We have multiple directions to go in. We've got that way to go right now. We have... I mean, I suppose that's where you want to go. You could go through there. That's actually a little bit of a secret, but it kind of all loops into itself. We have the left side just there. And the right side just there. That still has the heal in it, remember? Remember I spoke about that? It's there. So that's all going to be next episode, 25 minutes, which is perfect for me. This episode actually went pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and... Just hearing you bugs me. I'm going to go ahead and rest. I'm going to run the upgrade route a couple of times. I really want to get my catalyst higher. I mean, the weapon too, but yeah. Lack of stability in the physical protection is starting to wear thin on me. So we may find a different weapon as well. Points. We do have a good shield we can use, that's the thing. That's literally a good shield right now. But the damage would be so slow on 1x. Decisions. Anyways, I'll see you all again very soon. Have a good day.